So, before we start, I just want to say I don't want to get sued. This is allegations mixed in with my own opinion. Take what I say with a grain of salt, but I will link sources down below. So, it's Glargity again, and let's get something straight. As a new YouTuber, I don't like family bloggers. And it's not because I hate the aesthetic. I love the idea of happy, healthy families sharing good memories online, but I feel like you cross the line between sharing some Facebook images with you and your family, and then monetizing them heavily on a platform that wants to see a lot of them to an unhealthy amount. When your income depends so heavily on your children, I feel like it crosses into child labor, which is bad, and in most places illegal. It's more gross, you know? So child labor laws exist to stop this kind of exploitation, but for some reason, parents on YouTube get away with it. And one of the most notorious families is actually the Ace family. The Ace family is a family vlog channel with 19 million subscribers, which is just too many, and they have merchandise as well as clothing and makeup, which I guess would also count as merchandise, but some of it isn't exactly branded the Ace family, as well as other companies connected to their name through things like parent companies. But what I really want to talk about with the Ace family is the scandals. Specifically, the scandals that have plagued the Ace family for the past couple of months. And although they are fairly recent, they're not exactly new to this kind of attention. Just for fun, let's list off some of the various scandals that have gone on recently. Catherine, the mother of the Ace family, is facing a lawsuit from the parent company of 1212 called TBL Cosmetics. That's weird and a little bit new. They might lose their home due to non-payment, which is a terrible thing to happen. And I want to express to everybody that this isn't something to be happy about or to celebrate. It's actually terrible to lose your home, even if it is a combined home of two mega mansions that you've sloshed together and are now paying mortgages on. It's still bad to lose your home, but if you don't pay mortgages on it, that's kind of to be expected. Also, they're being sued by a company called Subify, which makes apps for influencers. They made 2 apps for the Ace family, did all the work, and then they were never paid. So they're suing the Ace family over that. A luxury car company in Miami called Lux Car Rentals is not suing, but wanting owed money from the family, owing about $7,500. Even though they rent luxury cars, they're still a small business and still deserve to get paid for services rendered. And the last thing I know of is the Social Glove situation, which is the one that I actually wanted to talk about, but in trying to find sources, resources, and just people talking about it, I found all this other terrible scandal stuff that has come up about the Ace family recently. You can't even find their base channel without running into 10 or more scandals. And honestly, that's an entire situation on its own. I don't know a lot about running a family channel, but I don't think it should get to this level of drama, honestly. So, without further ado, let's get into it. On June 12th, Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms, aired live on LiveX Live from the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. I don't know what most of those words mean, but I'm 21 and single, so I don't really have to. The event was planned meticulously and was supposed to have live performances from DJ Khaled, Little Baby, and Migos. I hope I said all of those right. I'm very sorry if I don't. Please correct me in the comments. But the base idea was not really the best. YouTubers versus TikTokers. Fight. Yeah. Honestly, I think it should be a crime to throw hands with children from an app that just want to dance and have fun, but maybe I'm the buzzkill, and the Ace family had every right to come up with an idea to just punch their feelings out with Gen Z rather than grow up and pay their mortgage. But getting back to the details, the main event was supposed to be showcasing the Ace family's own Austin McBroom and the TikTok idol Bryce Hall square off, and with Austin being 8 years older than Bryce, this fight was more than fair, I'm sure. That was sarcasm, if you couldn't tell. But the idea was to go into a stadium and fight, right? Not really an issue as long as everyone's on board. And the thing is, some people were only on board for the money. The money that Social Gloves was supposed to pay out, but didn't. And now it comes to light that the parent company is just owned by the Ace family. So them being in the spotlight doesn't come as a surprise. And now people are saying that they're actually not surprised that nobody's getting paid either. And also, the event actually bombed. So that means that a lot of people who are banking on exposure from this event didn't get anything from it. Not money or exposure, which they were promised both by Social Gloves or actually the Ace family's head, Austin. Some people on Twitter have even alleged out of the $500,000 goal, they allegedly only made $136,000 instead. The company is apparently working tirelessly, in their words, not mine, to make this right, but honestly, I don't see this company paying out anytime soon. I think people should just be paid for the hard work they do, even if that hard work is banking on a man who wants to fight children on a app. So, yeah, that's my whole take on the situation. I think you should pay people for the work that they do. I think you shouldn't exploit your children online, believe it or not. I also think that you shouldn't bar people out of their social media platforms. Apparently that's something that Christine also did, along with being sued. I also don't think it's a good idea to be sued by multiple different companies and small businesses at the same time as you're also being foreclosed on by the bank for your mega mansion. I also think it's a bad idea to live in a mega mansion when you've only got a family of 5. But honestly, I'm fooling myself if I think the Ace family is going to go anywhere near this video. If I think that my advice will be heeded by a family that just wants to profit off of small children, and one day they'll be able to see what their parents have done online, and I feel like they're going to be ashamed. Because, believe it or not, my family is not made up of YouTube millionaires, but I already feel ashamed of my parents and what they do, so, that threshold is low. I don't think it's right to exploit children. I think you should pay your workers, and more importantly, I don't think you should steal things, especially not from companies that are doing you a favor. The Ace family is a total mess. And honestly, I don't think we should be surprised by that. People who mistreat fame and make dozens of parent companies to buy their own house and cars, maybe those people shouldn't be trusted with anything. Maybe they should get their verification check taken away on Twitter. But, again, that's really just my opinion. And I don't think I'm going to be changing their mind anytime soon. So, with all that being said, I think I'm going to leave you guys here with the thought of just another idiot online trying to tell people in a much better position than me that maybe they should be living a little bit differently. But getting on a more personal note, one, I'm glad that this is my third video to come out. My last one was a speed paint, and of course my first one was about Creepshow. Really sorry if you heard any jingling in the background. I have 2 rambunctious kittens, so that's probably them banging on my door because they're little troublemakers. I love them though, so don't bully them, please. But this is going to be great. I'm glad I'm starting to do YouTube now, and now I have an outlet for all this useless information I've learned over the years about families that I don't really connect with and people that I know really nothing about in their personal lives. And now I have an outlet for that, so that's awesome. And hey, it's really nice to be back, and I think this is going to be a regular Sunday thing. Let me know what you'd want me to talk about next down below, and I hope you all have a really great day. Peace out, stay safe.